In this video, I want to speak briefly about increased longevity and the benefits of greater CO2 in the blood. Now, you saw the quote in the beginning of this video from B.K.S. Iyengar, who actually, for me, is the father of yoga, because his book Light on Yoga, which is excellent, is the first book on yoga I ever read. Where I was living, there were no yoga classes, and I wanted to try it, so I literally bought a book, and there's photos in there, and I kind of went through the book program. This is something that the yogis have known for a long time intuitively. In the 1980s, an institute called the Framingham Institute did a long 70-year longitudinal study on longevity and breathing capacity. And they found that the people that had the biggest lung capacity were those that lived the longest. Interestingly, lung capacity isn't set in stone. You can increase it. And the practices that you're doing in this course, where you take deeper, slower, longer breaths, are increasing your lung capacity. And they are directly going to impact how long you live. According to the research, our ability to breathe fully was literally a measure of living capacity, life capacity. Again, not to overwhelm you with yogic stuff, but they say that when we breathe, we're not only breathing in air, we're breathing in prana, or life force. So more lung capacity, more prana, more life force, longer life. And there was a study at the University of Buffalo in the US in 2000 which confirmed these results. Now I want to speak to you a little bit about CO2. I don't want to go deep into the science. Again, you should read the book Breath for the science. But counterintuitively, there were experimenters who thought that we were actually deficient in carbon dioxide. Now you would think, well, why do we need carbon dioxide? I thought we needed oxygen. Actually, we need both. And it turns out that we generally get enough oxygen through our breathing, but we usually could all use more carbon dioxide. And when you hold the breath in, and when you lengthen the exhale, what you're doing is you're increasing the carbon dioxide in your blood. And this has a direct effect on what's called VO2 max, which is your oxygen capacity. So the higher VO2 max, the better your sports performance, for example. And there are people, once this fact has been realized, that began training in a specific way to increase their VO2 max. I don't know if you follow Ultimate Fighting or MMA, but there are people that actually train cardio with gas masks on to restrict their breathing and increase the VO2 max that way. And there was a Russian guy called Buteyko, who deliberately would train in ways where he would slow down his breathing way down, take really long exhales, and do that. It was very difficult to work out that way, but he would do that and he would have like outstanding performance, and he broke all kinds of records. So that's a little bit of why we hold the breath and we exhale slowly to increase CO2 concentration in our blood, therefore improving our VO2 max and oxygen performance and maximizing how we use our oxygen, and literally increasing our lifespan.